Sunday within the octave of Christmas. In the Mass of this Sunday, which is like an echo of the Nativity, we read in the Gospel how Jesus grew in wisdom and grace. We must imitate this divine model, whose youth is summed up in his voluntary subjection to his creatures. From Wisdom, chapter 18. While all things were in quiet silence, and the night was in the midst of her course, thy almighty word, O Lord, leapt down from heaven, from thy royal throne. From Psalms, chapter 92. The Lord has reigned, he is clothed with beauty. The Lord is clothed with strength, and has girded himself. A reading from the letter to the Galatians, chapter 4. Brethren, as long as the heir is a child, he differs in no way from a slave, though he is the master of all, but he is under guardians and stewards until the time set by his father. So we too, when we were children, were enslaved under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of time came, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, that he might redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because you are sons, God has sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. So that he is no longer a slave but a son, and if a son, an heir also through God. From Psalms chapter 44. Beautiful art thou above the sons of men. Grace is poured abroad in thy lips. My heart has uttered a good word. I speak my works to the King. My tongue is the pen of a writer that writes swiftly. Alleluia, alleluia. The Lord has reigned. He is clothed with beauty. The Lord is clothed with strength, and he has girded himself with might. Alleluia. A reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2. At that time Joseph and Mary, the mother of Jesus, were marveling at the things spoken concerning him. And Simeon blessed them, and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is destined for the fall and the rise of many in Israel, and for a sign that shall be contradicted. And thy own soul a sword shall pierce, that the thoughts of many hearts may be revealed. There was also Anna, a prophetess, daughter of Phanuel, a tribe of Aser. She was of great age, having lived with her husband 7 years from her maidenhood, and by herself as a widow to 84 years. She never left the temple with fasting and prayers, worshipping day and night. And coming up at that very hour, she began to give praise to the Lord, and spoke of him to all who were awaiting the redemption of Jerusalem. And when they had fulfilled all things as prescribed in the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, into their own town of Nazareth. And the child grew and became strong. He was full of wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. Praise be to thee, O Lord Jesus Christ.